8 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure it is to be. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. They exchange punches. That counter punch caught him clean. A swing and a miss with that jab. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
That counter shot lands. The perfect counter lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab doesn't score. The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. And he fails to score with that left hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough. What do we expect to see here in round 2? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punch. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You'd like to see more jabs. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of...
On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. Can't land that jab. They both want the knockout. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Now, come on. You're way better than that guy. You let him back in.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. They better start respecting each other's punching power. It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. Nice counter punch. Punch, counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Jab does not score. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right,
Let's start the 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
now he knows he's been hurt. He's gonna come out and put the pressure on. He's gonna throw the kitchen sink at you. You gotta be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off, be smart, because he's gonna try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone, he knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. Catch and shoot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. His stamina is off the charts. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
That was a terrible round, that was.
Here we go. It's round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And that left hook doesn't find its target. The perfect counter lands. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He missed with that jab. The straight right just misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and win the round on your jet.
And there's the bell to start round 8. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. Are we witnessing one of the all-time greats go down? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Rocky Marciano. Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What?